I don't expect the world to revolve around me. And I don't expect everyone to understand my condition, was what I told my mum when she kept saying these stupid things to me. So there was this one time I was in the supported living place. Not gonna say the area or the address, but basically, despite these things, despite that I know the difference between right and wrong, despite that I'm high functioning, despite that under normal circumstance I can control my actions and my behaviour, despite any of this, it is real. And I do have the condition, I do have autism, right? And as a result of my condition, I have a responsibility to tell people who I live with. If I'm living with other people, I have a responsibility to tell them about my condition and how it works, not to blame them, but so that they can understand my condition so that I don't get overloaded and have a meltdown. In that accommodation that I was at in 2022, it was, when I just recently gotten out of the PICU psychiatric ward, I did the right thing. I took responsibility and I told the staff so they could understand my condition to prevent me from having a meltdown in the first place, because there's nothing I can do about it once I've already had a meltdown, and there's nothing I can do about it when I'm having a meltdown. All I can do is try to prevent it from happening in the first place. And to do that, I have to explain myself. I have a responsibility actually to explain myself, and the other people also have a responsibility to listen and understand my condition to prevent me from having a meltdown in the first place. That is how it works. So I did the right thing. I took responsibility. I told the staff at that accommodation, but they didn't listen to me. It's either that or they did, but then they used it against me. They were winding me up all of the time, starting on me for no reason, harassing me, accusing me of things I didn't do, having a go at me all the time, starting arguments with me all the time, mithering me, accusing me of doing things I didn't do. And they weren't normal arguments, because I don't like arguing in the first place. I don't like having arguments. However, there is a difference between, a normal argument and arguing with a narcissist. When you argue with a narcissist, these are like I think I've got 12 things written down here. The 12 things that they will do. One of them is they will invalidate what you say. Number 1, invalidate. Number 2, deflect. Number 3, deny. Denying what they're doing. Number 4, change the topic. Number 5, ask irrelevant, coercive, or distracting questions. Number 6, confuse you. Number 7, pseudo-correct. I call it pseudo-correct. That's when they act as if they're correcting you, while they're actually incorrecting you. Every sentence that you say right after it, they pseudo-correct it, they incorrect it, even though you said it the first time. Number 8, the narcissist's caught when they take things you said and did in the past out of context, use it on you in the present argument, and then not let you defend yourself and not let you explain yourself. Number 9 is bring a third party into it, meaning they'll start talking to someone else to get them on their side. Number 10, they'll just interrupt everything you're saying. Number 11, they'll project, where they'll accuse you of doing everything that they're doing. Number 12, they will bring up the little picture when you're talking about the big picture and hyper-focus, locked on tunnel vision, full attention onto the little picture when they should be talking about the big picture. Sorry, just clearing my throat. But yeah, that's what they do. So they would constantly argue all the time. They would accuse me of doing something I didn't do. I'd go to calmly correct them, then they would interrupt, then they would deflect, then deny, then when I would show any sign of anger whatsoever, they'd start running off like an idiot, and then someone else would take over. And they were changing who was even talking to me, like running back and forth like yo-yos. Taking turns with who is even arguing with me to confuse me even more. That's the difference between a normal argument and a narcissistic argument. And that's what they were doing all of the time. And as you could imagine, if you got autism, that's going to overload you, isn't it? And what happens if you get too overloaded? You can have a meltdown. Yeah, and what happens when you have a meltdown? You smash things up. So yes, I do smash things up. But no, I don't choose to smash things up. Nobody chooses for me to smash things up, but I do smash the things up. The things don't smash themselves up. I never said that. I said I do it, I physically do it, but I don't choose to do it. Nobody chooses for me to do it. It's not my fault. It is nobody's fault. It's just my brain's automatic reaction to what happens that I have very little to no control over. So yeah, the staff were doing all of this stupid stuff to me, deflecting, manipulating me, winding me up all the time, pushing me to my absolute limit, and then I had an autistic meltdown and smashed the house up. I didn't choose to smash the house up, I just did it automatically because I had zero control over myself, because I had an autistic meltdown. Yeah? But then another lad attacked me and I defended myself, and then I got arrested for assault and criminal damage, even though I shouldn't have been arrested because it wasn't my fault. Initially, it's nobody's fault. It's just my reaction. But when I told the staff and the staff are not listening, that means it's the staff's fault because I did the right thing. I took responsibility. I told the staff. But the staff didn't listen. So that means it's the staff's fault. That's how it works. It's not black and white. There are grey areas. Right? So I got arrested, and then after that, a few days later or a few weeks later, I can't remember exactly the amount, but I went to my grandma's house and said, can I live here? Can you help me? The staff are abusing me. But the fucking stupid bitch, instead of just listening to me and believing me, she listened to them. She phoned the fucking idiot staff and she told them where I was. And then the staff called the police, and the police come round in the middle of the night and woke her up, and then she bitched on at me for that. She fucking had a go at me for that. She blamed me. And before I told her, don't tell the staff where I'm at because they'll call the police. And her and my dickhead mum were being narcissistic as usual because they're narcissists as well. And they were doing the same thing, taking fucking turns arguing with me, starting an argument, not letting me get my point across, interrupting, and then running off when I'm shouting at them, when I'm only shouting because they're interrupting. That's how much of a monk they are. Yeah. I told her, don't tell the staff where I'm at. she fucking told the staff that I was there. The staff told her what I did out of context. He smashed the house up, and I tried to say to her it wasn't my fault. I was having an autistic meltdown because the staff were mentally torturing me, but the stupid fucking bitch didn't believe me. This is what I was talking about in the song I made called Katrina. When I said, or was it Uncle Lee? Like I said in both of them songs, actually, I think. So I talked about the situation. But yeah, I told her, don't tell the fucking staff where I'm at. But she told them where I was at, right? Any normal family member, any normal grandmother, when she would have listened to her grandson, believed his side of the story and not theirs. What she should have done was got on the phone and said, no, you must have abused him. He's got autism. You must have made him have a meltdown. Because my grandson wouldn't do that. That's what she should have done. She should have said, that's so horrible what they're doing to you. But the stupid fucking fat bitch believed me, and my fucking dickhead mum said, you're only looking after you. So that's what my lyrics mean in the song Uncle Lee and in Katrina, because Uncle Lee's my uncle and Katrina's my mum. That's my mum's name. That's what I was talking about, by the way. In those songs, I was talking about that. 6 months waiting on a juniper, ward get out just to get fucked with. Fucking staff, they were a bunch of fucking fuckwits, fucking with me head, fucking with me meds. By the way, when I said they were fucking with me meds, what I meant was... So I got a sore throat at the minute. What I meant was that the staff were giving me a staff member gave me the wrong meds one time, and then she was going, oh, for fuck's sake, and started throwing papers around and started spinning around and bitching on, just because I corrected her on a mistake, because narcissists don't like being corrected. But yeah, and then I went to A&E. I don't know if I mentioned, I went to A&E before I went to her house as well. I don't know if I might have forgotten to say that earlier, but I went back to A&E again, and then they let me in. And then in my ward round, I tried to explain to the psychiatrist, but he was a fucking narcissist as well. And he was just rabbiting on, going, oh, but autism doesn't make you violent. And I'm like, I never said it fucking did, you idiot. You've not even let me finish what I'm saying. I've not even got to that part yet, and you just jump into conclusions. And then this other idiot nurse, who was also a narcissist, was on his side just because he's the doctor. It's not that I got kicked out because of my behaviour. What it was the staff were mentally torturing me. Yeah, making me have autistic meltdowns, and then I was accidentally smashing things up. And then they were blaming me for it. That's the truth. That's what happened. So yes, I do know the difference between right and wrong. Yes, I can control myself. Yes, I am high functioning, but that's fucking irrelevant. So I don't know why that idiot nurse brought that up, because that's completely irrelevant, because I wasn't even talking about that. What I was talking about was the staff mentally tortured me to the point when I had an autistic meltdown and accidentally smashed things up, and then they blamed me. And the more I learn about narcissism and psychopathy, the more my life makes sense to me. Things add up. Things are making more and more sense the more I learn about narcissism. But the problem is that I've been abused by so many narcissists that it's unbelievable. It's not even believable because it's such a rare disorder, but the thing is, they all clump together in the same places and they work together in a group. Most of the people who I've had problems with were narcissists. So, yeah, just just thought I'd do this video just to talk about that. I know it's not a very good video. Normally I make music, but I thought I'd just put this out there just to end it out. But yeah, if you made it up to here, thanks for watching. Safe.